Evo Delta 4, Charlie, Charlie Papa.
Charlie Papa. Gosh, come back slowly with your call sign phonetically.
Sorry about that. Evo Delta 4, Charlie, Charlie Papa.
Roger. And Charlie Papa, whereabouts are you located?
Located in the fine metropolis of Johnson City, Tennessee. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, Tennessee. And what's the name there?
Handle here is Richard.
Roger, Richard. And what radio are you running today, sir?
I'm running an ICOM IC718, running approximately 9 watts into a 40-meter flat-top dipole about 20 feet off the ground. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I have a pretty good copy on my local antenna. I don't have anything on my SWR or my SDRs, but I do copy you on my local antenna, probably at about 6 over. Roger.
Roger. You're definitely 5'7". Roger. You're definitely 5'7". Go ahead.
Yes, sir. If you'd be interested in a setup procedure, starts with you making sure you're in that wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger. You should have a selection. That's a newer radio. Is that a Roger?
There is no EQ on this radio. This is the only thing that I can do is turn the speech compressor on and off. That's all I've got.
Yes, sir. Well, that's a beginning. What kind of? Excuse me for a moment. My brain's dead. Okay, it's back together now. Your compressor processor on at a 3 is what our recommendation is. You can go more than that, but it just starts to suck up between words, and you start hearing your neighbor beating his wife or something. We don't want that. So just that compressor processor on at a 3, Roger. That compressor processor on at a 3, Roger.
Okay, now this is with the speech compressor turned on. I have the mic gain set at 90, the wattage set at 90, and I'm just a hair out of the ALC zone, and I know that for a fact, so I'm watching it. This has a bar graph display with a peak hold feature. Now I will do it again without the compressor. Okay, now this is the radio au naturel speech processor off. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Do you have any adjustments on the input to the processor, or is it just on or off? Adjustments on the input to the processor, or is it just on or off?
It's just on or off.
All right, I'm really torn. I like both. I mean, you sound cleaner with it off, but then again, it's got a little more punch with it on. So I guess it back to that old adage, and I don't believe it, but you have to have a separate thing for doing, working DX or not, So I would have the processor on and doing DX and probably off doing, talking to your next door neighbor, Roger. Probably off doing, talking to your next neighbor, Roger.
Roger, this radio is new to me. I bought it, and it was, practically brand new. The other owner of it took it out of the box, hooked it up, used it once, and put it back in the box. So it's practically brand spanking new. The 718 series is still in production. So I've had the radio for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I use the compressor when I want to, if there's a lot of QSB or so forth, I'll turn the compressor on and try to cut a punch through. But this is about as basic an HF radio as you can buy today. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, you do have an ALC meter, Roger. Yes, sir. Now, you do have an ALC meter, Roger.
Oh, roger that. That's what I'm watching right now.
Roger. And we suggest running that at 2/3. And an easy way to set that just right on the schnoz is with mic gain in hand, say the word audio. Stretch out that first part of that word. Don't stress it, just say it, audio, and adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. Roger.
Adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. Roger.
Roger. I used the word radio. Seems to drive it pretty hard, and that's about where she's at. Once in a while, it'll almost go full scale and still stays in the ALC zone, but it's for the most part with my voice and the hand mic and all, it's in the 2/3 region already. That's what allowed me to set the mic gain on it. I just didn't know, like I said, I've been checking in the net. Not really had a decent Qso on this radio since I got it, so I really wasn't sure if I had it set just right or not, but apparently I do. I do appreciate the help with that. I would have liked to have something a little bit more, but being on fixed income and so forth, this is a deal of a lifetime, so I couldn't pass it up. But anyway, I thank you for the help for setting this up, help me get that. I went into the settings while you were talking and adjusted my mic gain. 85 works best now for the power I'm running. So thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Now you're running a hand mic at the moment. Is that a Roger?
Yes, sir. Now you're running a hand mic at the moment. Is that a Roger?
Roger.
All right, the best way to run that hand mic is take it to the corner of your mouth. Actually, touch your lips. Talk across it. Don't talk directly into it. Talk across it. That will minimize any mouth noises. Just pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Roger.
If there's any mouth noises, just pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Roger.
Okay. Well, this is basically what I do with the 2-meter mobiles. I have one in the car, and then of course I use one as a base unit. So I'll just treat it like the hand mics I use for DHF, UHF. So hey, that seems to work. It's kind of steadied it down a little bit. I don't have to talk as loud. Oh, thank you so much. Now that I got this thing dialed in, maybe I can get on the air more when I get a chance. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, a hand mic is it doesn't make any difference whether you're using it on HF or VHF, UHF. Working it, you know, like I told you, is the best way because, you know, it just does minimize those mouth noises. Some folks just talk right into it, and their mouth noises, P's, B's, and everything else are just so outlandish. They QRM themselves, Roger.
So outlandish, they QRM themselves, Roger.
I think we doubled there, Richard. Sorry, I was just saying that you know, some folks don't know how to really use that hand mic, and its use is correct the way I told you. Whether it's HF or VHF or UHF, it's all the same. You know, you want to pull that mic to the corner and work across it, and that'll solve the problem. Most of it is, you know, you're running electret condenser mics in those hand mics now, and they're very sensitive. And if you're not running a windscreen, which is hard to get a foam windscreen on a hand mic because it usually wants to key the sucker. But I've done that, but I've been able to use a foam windscreen on a hand mic. But the best way is just like it said, pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it, Roger.
Just like it said, pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it, Roger.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's the way I do the other radios. I'm doing it now, just like I've been doing these radios for years and years and years, and seems to be responding well. This is my first ICOM radio, and they have a preamp circuit in them with their electric condenser mics. Seems to do really good. I've had some good audio reports, but nothing in depth. Sounds good to me. Let me get out of here, and I do absolutely appreciate you helping me with this. So now I got everything locked down. I'll catch you later. I'll let you help somebody else. free audio report was badly needed. Kilo Delta 4, Charlie Papa, I'll be clear on your final.
Roger, Richard. We've been recording, and if you'd like to hear that radio, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. I'm brain dead by this time of the day. That's KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. Will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,600 Qso-Vlog aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So 73 to you, sir, Roger.
Tomorrow. So 73 to you, sir, Roger.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll go there tomorrow and look it up. I already wrote all the information down while you were talking. So 73, and thank you again so much. KD4CCP clear.
Roger, 73. This is KC9VKV, and I see by the clock on the wall there's a dead fly. So we got to get out of here. Since 3:30, we've been running our Qso-Vlog net. And if you participated and would like to hear your audio, again, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,600 Qso-Vlog aircheck recordings, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. So with that said, we will be returning this frequency back to normal amateur radio use. This is KC9VKV clear.
KC9VKV clear.